Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are all doing great. I am here with your Friday energy check-in. So what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at divine masculine and feminine's energies, and we've got some other energies too. So let's just go ahead and get started. If you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, then go to my website at queenoflight1111.com to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session. And don't forget, if this reading helps you or if any of my readings help you, please don't hesitate to click on the thanks button so that I can continue to do all of these readings for you all for free on YouTube, okay? What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and start with Divine Feminine, and we're going to look at the bottom of her deck. The bottom of her deck, she has the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. So it's very interesting, right? The Eight of Pentacles is that energy of self-mastery. It's the energy of learning. It's the energy of, like mastering herself. And when we have the Seven of Swords, that clarifies this. Seven of Swords, right? You guys probably all know this if you've been following me in my collective. Seven of Swords is a card that comes out, which is about that energy of trickster, deception, self-sabotage. And so what we're seeing is that Divine Feminine is learning all about her own thoughts and patterns that can sabotage her movement forward. So I do feel like Divine Feminine is starting to realize what her triggers are, okay? So how does she act or behave as related to Divine Masculine? When he's doing certain things, she's learning a lot more about her behaviors based on how he acted when he was in the Seven of Swords energy. So she's in this energy of contemplation. She's going within. And if there's anything there where she has self-sabotaging behavior, she is freeing herself from them. She's freeing herself from that ego. And she's in this energy of vitality and self-realization. And she's directing herself to further herself into her self-mastery. So let's go ahead and read Divine Feminine's energies. The first card that we're getting is the King of Wands. So I do feel like this is her overall energy towards masculine saying, hey, okay, I need this leader, or I would like this leader who understands himself, who takes action, who's assertive, who knows what he wants. And I feel like she feels that he has completed that cycle of the journey. She feels like there's this energy where, yes, they're both connected. As she masters herself, he masters himself, and that he and she are both in this energy of stabilizing and in this energy of anchoring in their mastery. There is this energy of insecurity. She does feel a little bit of insecurity, okay? And I'll tell you why as we go into these further cards. There is some insecurity, but she's trying hard to reject heartache, reject the thoughts that, oh my God, maybe he's going to run game on me again. Maybe he's going to play me again. But she's really trying hard to reject these optical illusions, this confusion, this mind F that she goes through when she has that Seven of Swords energy. So what she's really doing and what she's really being guided to do by Spirit is just like, look, go within, feminine, expand yourself, build your strength, and just wait for things to unfold. Because if you're like in this energy of your own insecurity and fears, you're going to self-sabotage something, and that may not even be happening, okay? So we have this energy of stalemate. Do nothing. Feminine, do nothing. Do nothing to, call this connection back to life. Let it come back to life as it is designed to and in the timing it's designed to, because souls are being restored, and you have to stand in your knowledge, in your comfort, in your awareness as the high priestess that this is a strong relationship, that this is a flowing, mature, and very, very divine love, okay? Stand in the energy of your confidence and magnetism, that he will then evolve from the King of Wands to the Emperor. This is where he needs to be. He is already the King of Wands. She already feels like he's in this energy of feeling like he's, a leader again, but he needs to get to the emperor. Okay, and that's what she is, manifesting and calling in. But there is this, fork in the road. It's going to be a moment of truth that comes. And so right now, she just needs to set in her energy that things are ending, things are beginning, and that inspired action must be taken by divine masculine when he's in that energy. Okay, because he's just completing the King of Wands energy. Remember, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And so when you complete that King of Wands, you get to the Emperor, which is Aries. This is why I've channeled in, I don't know if it was the members reading, but that Aries season is going to be big for this collective. So end of March-ish, okay, early April. So it just feels like Divine Feminine is working on her own self-sabotage, her own thoughts that get her caught up in her head and make her react because it triggers her ego. If masculine's doing something, not doing something, it's that energy of wanting to control how things progress. This is exactly why Spirit is saying, do nothing, do nothing. Sit in the energy of your confidence, in your intuition. Do not try to make this move faster than it should. All in divine timing. Realize your own ego, realize your own fears and your own insecurities and where those are coming from. And don't pay too much attention to what he's doing because he needs to come forward as an emperor. So now what is masculine's energy towards his feminine? We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Temperance card. We have Within a Few Weeks and the book. So when the Knight of Cups comes out, the Knight of Cups is all about that energy of following your heart. It's all about the energy of action, right? The knights in the tarot deck are all about action. It's about taking action. It's about moving on that horse and moving forward. And then the cups energy is all about the energy of love, all about the energies of emotion, all about the energies of being in the heart space. And so because we have this Temperance card that comes up, he's really trying to harmonize and bring balance to his heart space. And when Temperance also comes out, it's a card of patience. It's a card of, okay, I need to find harmony within myself. I need to find harmony in my connection with my feminine and how I feel about my feminine. And so I really do feel that this masculine is being very, very patient about taking any action towards love and reunion with his divine feminine. But it doesn't mean that he's not going to do that, because guess what? We have Within a Few Weeks here. He's going to develop. He's going to develop. He's going to move this connection forward when he comes into the energy of his intellect, of his knowledge, and into the further education that he needs to take. So it really feels like, look, yes, he may not be moving towards feminine right now, but within a few weeks, things are going to develop because he will have come in to some sort of knowledge and mastery. Didn't I just say? He needs to get into that emperor energy. And that's what I feel is going to happen within the next few weeks. So now masculine's energy towards his feminine. He's walked away. He's walking away from ghosting his feminine. He's walking away from the past. He's walking away from the painful memories, the painful experiences, the painful thoughts. Like, he knows that he's ghosted his feminine. He knows that perhaps he's treated his feminine poorly in the past, but he knows that this feminine is his love. She is infinite. Her love is unchanging. It's unconditional, and it's like uncommon. He probably is thinking to himself right now, like, she's forgiven me for more than I could potentially even forgive myself. And so he needs to walk away from his own painful ending and what he did so that he can move towards his feminine as divine masculine. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I already channel that here? Look at the Sun card here. The Sun card here. Sun's card's coming up again. There's so much vitality and success and a culmination that is occurring in all of the energies is just crazy. So masculine's energies, he's walking away. He's not walking away from her anymore. He's done ghosting her. He's done walking away from her because he's finally realizing how much feminine has always been loyal and has been there. He sees her as the high priestess. He's in this energy where he sees her as the high priestess, someone who is in her intuition, someone who is, frankly, sometimes he feels that she's just too good for him. And so look at this. We have the Hierophant, high priestess and Hierophant. He is aware this is a soul connection, a soul contract. He knows that he must act morally, ethically, and that he is aware that she is someone who is going to want tradition, okay, or that he wants a traditional relationship with. He's very curious about how to make that happen right now, but I love that it's a spiritual awakening, heeding the call, inner knowing. He is absolutely in this energy where he knows beyond a shadow of a doubt that his feminine is the one. And he knows that he needs to bring justice, he needs to bring balance, and he needs to bring in that apology for what he's done. So we have the Sun card here again. He's freeing himself from karmic cycles. He's freeing himself from toxic situations. He doesn't want to play the field anymore. He's in this energy where he successfully learned his karmic lessons. He successfully learned from the toxicity that happened in this connection and in others. And it has been a learning experience for him. And so here we have Queen of Cups. He's in his emotions. He has compassion, but I also feel like this is how he is seeing his feminine, someone full of love and understanding and compassion, and he's holding on to that love right now while he really decides how he's going to communicate this apology and this course correction to her. He sees his feminine as someone who is unselfish, someone who's always there to help and care for him, and he's figuring out the way to move forward. So it really feels like, you know, masculine kind of pulling back to figure out how to move forward is kind of triggering feminine a little bit in her insecurity. She's like, oh my God, is he up to something? But she's learning. She's a master at this now. She's like, okay, I can't use the same thought process that I did before. I'm not going to go into self-sabotage. I'm not going to go into, oh my God, he's tricking me. He's playing me, blah, blah, blah. No. She's like, I know and I can feel in my intuition that things are different, but I'm not going to do anything about it. He needs to come forward as the emperor. And then in his energy, he's like, I'm not walking away from her anymore. I understand this connection. I know I need to bring balance to this connection. I'm freeing myself and successfully completing karmic cycles and toxic connections. I'm completing them. I want to walk away from them, but I'm holding on to my feminine. I'm holding on to her love, her genuineness, her compassion, and all of these things that she feels for me that I frankly don't feel like I deserve, but I know that she sees the worth and value in me, and I see that worth and value in myself now because of her. So now if you are a level 2 or level 3 member, join me on the community tab for the extended portion of the reading, which will contain the union energies. Level 2 and 3 members only. Join me on the community tab. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.